Good morning. The time is now 9:30. I call to order the DuPage County Human Services regular meeting of Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Can I get a roll call, please?
Sure. Chair Swarzy, Acting Chair Garcia,
Here.
Member Childress, Member Dessert,
Here.
Member Galassi,
Here.
Member LaPlante.
Here. On behalf of Chair Schwarzy, who cannot be here because he's busy, I'm just gonna go with that, some health reasons. He wanted to thank all of you for a great year on the human, I want to say HHS all the time, but it's not Health Services Committee. Because there was some great work done this year, and so he wanted to make sure that you all were aware that he's very appreciative of all the work you guys did on this committee for the year of 2024. Looks forward to working with many of you next year. It has come to our attention, we got a request through the DuPage Senior Services Citizens Council that they are in need of more financial funding to round out to the year of 2024. They need $42,450 to continue their senior meals for this year. Chair Schwarzy and I have been talking to the Chair Conroy, and the money we feel would be best taken out of the money we got for food insecurity, because we believe that's a good use of that money. And so we'll be coming forward with a vote on that through this committee to get that approved. So questions?
Why can't they meet their end of the year obligations because more people are needy or what?
Correct. Their numbers are higher than they had
Their numbers are higher.
anticipated. Yeah, we're getting that a lot. Member Galassi.
So will we vote on it next Tuesday then? Or
I
how-
believe it's going to go directly to the county board, so we'll just go out of here. So I just wanted to let this committee know that that was how it's going to be happening, because there is a need
Pretty immediately. right?
quickly, yeah, so they can get the December food out to the seniors, because I think that it's the
That would be a Christmas meal,
13th. I
too.
think it's the 13th, and it's a double meal thing. So because they're getting two, because there's only one in December.
Okay, great. I just want to make sure it was happening. I knew it was a.
Yeah, I think
pretty
it's gonna
urgent
go
need.
through, but we wanted to let this committee
Yes.
know that that was gonna be coming forward to the county board. Another thing coming to county board, I brought it up in discussion last county board and finance meeting, I can't remember which one, that the DuPage pads is also in need of some funding. They right now have, I believe, 87 people they cannot house. 70 of them they can but 17 they can't due to other reasons, but they have enough funding till January, but we're looking for about $353,000. We are going to be working with DuPage Foundation. They're looking for some with their donors to try to get some money from there. And then with discussions with Chair Conroy, we've decided that taking some money from our ad hoc affordable housing, that would be a perfect use of money for that, to help them out with that. April Redzik will be coming to the next DuPage County board member or the finance, I think might be the finance, to give a presentation on exactly why they're in need of this, what's happening, and what's their plan for the future. So I wanted to let this committee also know that that was going to be coming forward next week. So this is also another need. Any questions on that?
Can I give you a quick update? I have some good news update on that.
Oh, we would love to have
Private
good news.
fundraising to date, as of end of day yesterday, has raised $100,000.
Oh, perfect. That's great
So
news.
hopefully, and so that would come out of the 350 they'll be asking. So hopefully by the end of this week, maybe it's even a little bit more. So
Okay, great.
it's great news, and
Yes.
they put out the call to all of their donors, and they had a pretty overwhelming response for the 100,000.
Fantastic. Good news. Thank you for sharing that, Nick. Okay, moving on into our agenda.
Do you want me to come?
Oh, yes, I have
This is
to.
here.
Sorry, I forgot to do that. Yes. I am calling, sorry, I already did that. A physical quorum of the members is physically present. I will entertain a motion to permit those members not physically present due to personal illness or disability, employment purposes, or for the business of the board or family or other emergency to participate by video or teleconferences. I have a motion.
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Member Childress, I'm sorry, I didn't get you in here earlier, but hopefully you heard everything we said. So,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
okay. You're welcome. Okay, now we're gonna move on to approval of minutes. Can I get a motion to approve 24-3249 Human Services Committee regular
Second.
meeting Tuesday, November 19th, 2024? We've got a motion and a second. Any discussion on this? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Community Services, Mary Keating, I don't believe is here. No, Gina's here. Can I get a motion to approve FIR 023524 revision to personnel budget for community services? Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Any discussion on this? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Can I get a motion to approve FIR 023724 acceptance and appropriation of the low income home energy assistance program HHS grant, program year 25 intergovernmental agreement number 225224028. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion to approve. Oh, I didn't get the total. $3,487,312. Sorry. Motion and a second was given. Any discussion on this? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Can I get a motion to approve HSR 002124, approval of issuance of payments by DuPage County to energy assistant providers through the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, HHS grant, program year 25 intergovernmental agreement in the amount of $2,849,134.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. DuPage Care Center. Janelle, hi, Janelle's up there.
Good morning, everyone.
I make a motion to approve, or can I get a motion to approve HSP 005424 recommendation for the approval of a contract purchase order issued to Leading Age Illinois for annual membership dues for the DuPage Care Center for the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Total contract, total amount not to exceed $32,400.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion on this? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Can I get a motion to approve HSP 005524 recommendation for the approval of a contract purchase order issued to McKesson Medical Surgical Government Solutions LLC for prime supplier for general medical and surgical supplies for the DuPage Care Center for the period of January 15th, 2025 through January 14th, 2029 for a contract not to exceed $1,115,000.
So moved.
Motion, second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Can I get a motion to approve HSP 005624 recommendation for the approval of contract purchase order to
Second.
Music Speaks LLC for music therapy services for the residents at the DuPage Care Center for the period of January 12th, 2025 through January 11th, 2026 for contract total not to exceed $60,462. Got a motion and a second. Any discussion on this? All those in favor?
Aye. Was it 70?
7C.
Okay, next one's a roll call, next three. A roll
Next
call.
three, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve 24-3250, recommendation for the approval of contract purchase order issued to Illinois Aging Services Network to negotiate managed care contracts for Medicaid, elder care, Advantage, and commercial plans for the DuPage Care Center for the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025 for a contract total amount not to exceed $17,536.85. Got a motion, a second. Can we get a roll call, please?
Member Desart?
Yes.
Member Galassi?
Aye.
Member LaPlante?
Aye.
Member Chair Swarzy? Member Childress?
You're muted. You're muted.
Hit your space bar.
Just give a
Thumbs
thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yay, thumbs up.
Acting Chair Garcia.
Aye. Okay,
Can I ask a question, Paula?
sure.
Thank you. Not on this committee. I'm just curious what, which one, where were we? The
70.
senior, thank you, the elder care advantage, what is that?
So Leading Age, ILASN, they negotiate all the different Medicaid plans. So it's for covering elder care, it's just a reimbursement that we get under Medicaid.
Okay,
Different mechanisms on, people can be straight Medicaid, not so much anymore, so they're all going to these various plans. And this company makes us a volume, instead of a standalone facility trying to negotiate these rates, we're part of a large group of facilities. It gives us more bargaining power to get better rates under Medicaid reimbursement.
thanks, Jenna.
Yep.
Great, good question. Okay, moving on to 7E. Can I get a motion to approve 24-3251, recommendation for the approval of contract purchase order issued to Reliance LLC for a learning management system for the DuPage Care
So
Center, the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025, for a total contract not to exceed $21,673.02. Got a motion?
Second.
Second? Need a roll call, please.
I'm sorry, did you move?
Motion.
Okay. Member Dessert?
Yes.
Member Galassi?
Yes.
Member LaPlante?
Aye.
Chair Swarzy? Member Childress?
Yes.
Acting Chair Garcia.
Aye. Okay, moving on to travel. A motion to approve 24-3252, Administrator of Community Development to attend the NACCED NACO Legislative Conference and Committee meetings in Washington, D.C. from February 26, 2025 through March 2nd, 2025. Expenses to include, registration, transportation, lodging, and per diems for approximate total of $2,629. Can I get a motion?
Yes. So moved.
Second?
Second.
Seconds, we need a roll call, please.
Member Dessert?
Aye.
Member Galassi?
Aye.
Member LaPlante?
Aye.
Chair Swarzy? Member Childress?
Yes.
Acting Chair Garcia.
Aye. Okay, residency waivers, do we have any today?
No.
No.
No,
Residency
none.
waivers.
Okay. DuPage Care Center update, Janelle. over to
Good
you.
morning again. I'm sorry to say we are running through another bout of COVID. So one unit has had 23 residents and 6 staff over the last
Wow.
Oh, my-
weeks. Yes, but it's contained to one unit. So that shows our infection control practices are still effective. So yes, it's disappointing. It's a struggle for us to get visitors to wear masks. And we've had some struggles with that to the point where we're having to involve security because it's a big risk. And it's, while you have rights as a person not to wear a mask, when you come into our facility, you're putting our residents at risk, and they have every right to want to enjoy the holiday season, and we will defend that to the nth degree. So
Thank
if you
you.
hear anyone complaining about mask wearing requirements at the care center, you all know how we feel about it and how protective we are. So any questions on COVID?
What's the vaccination rate? I mean, is everybody vaccinated at this point in time with the?
I would have to get you those exact numbers, but yes, we've gone through both resident and staff vaccinations for both flu and COVID.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
What is the severity of this strain that's going around?
Right now, the symptoms are pretty mild. Yes. If you remember, we had the bout of rhinovirus and those symptoms were pretty significant. We're not having that now. This round of COVID, the symptoms are pretty mild. Thank God.
Thank you very much for sticking to your mask protocol. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's-
We might have to call on you to defend us.
Absolutely. Anytime, any day, name that,
Thank you.
we'll stand up. This is the #1 job, is to protect the residents of the.
Absolutely.
And so
Absolutely.
thank you for sticking to protocol.
Yep. Yes, another question?
Member Honig.
Thank you. A quick question. So is there been, also not on this committee. Hi, everyone. It's good to see you. So does the protocols change based on how many cases? Like, is it always like a strict kind of masking that you've had since the start of COVID? Or has it like gone up or down? And do you have like when you walk in, like there's like this specific, like there's masks up front that you require people to put on masks? Cause I just know like, whether there's, private healthcare facilities, a lot of them have
Right.
that or whatnot.
Right. So that we're a facility that has to follow IDPH, CDC regulations, CMS requirements. So we have a lot of people and the health department, we collaborate very closely with our health department. What we've done has changed over the years and the requirements since COVID started. But right now we do have a masking requirement. Whether right now we are in outbreak, we've actually been out of outbreak within the last month or so. We continued the masking only because we're getting into the seasons of cold and flu. If it were summertime and we weren't in outbreak, we would probably just continue the masking. But just given where we're at in our history, we've learned so much and we know the risk factors. And so we are a little more conservative in our approach, but we've also received accolades for our conservative approach in keeping our residents safe. We did have a recent, and I mentioned this before, but we did have that recent survey through ICAR, and that was with the health department and a person from the Illinois Department of Public Health. There's a big focus on infection control with IDPH and of course the health department. So we try to stay out ahead of it, but we do run a little more conservative intentionally.
Thank you, Janelle.
You bet.
Safe
And
conservative.
any other questions on COVID?
I don't think so.
Nope, I'm just being handed the percentage. Residents, COVID vaccination rate is just under 70%. The flu rate is just above 86%.
How about for staff, please?
Staff, COVID is about 20%. So we've been having some clinics more recently. And the flu rate is 53%.
So by having clinics, you mean clinics so the staff can get their
Offering it,
updated-
yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
because
Yep.
that's really a low vaccination
For
rate.
COVID, it is. Yes,
It
there's
really is.
the state came out with requirements and there's only 2 reasons why you can't have it. So the state's really driving those vaccination rates. They're involved in that and tracking that now by facility.
Do you have a goal? Do you have a goal in mind of the percentage of staff that you would like?
I want
to see?
100% of people responding to either having the vaccine or meeting one of the 2 requirements set forth by the state. Then we would be at 100%.
Okay, and when will you have that, do you think?
It's just a matter of collecting that data.
Okay.
And the paperwork. So if they decline, there's 2 reasons for declination. We still have to have that paperwork to prove their declination. So I don't expect our COVID vaccination rate to climb excessively from that. We're just seeing that a lower people getting the vaccine.
Yeah,
The newer
unfortunately, that's
ones.
being done everywhere. The health department is the same.
Yes, yeah, we
The
test
health
out.
department are like under 20%, which is
Yep.
really.
Yeah, but for healthcare workers, it's a different, I mean.
Oh, I
the people
agree,
who
I
are,
agree.
You know, that.
Yes, but the
this is not a
state
general
sets
population.
the parameters, not the facility.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yep.
Number 7.
Just curious, what are the 2 reasons to decline?
A medical and religious.
Gotcha, thank you.
Okay. Anything else, Janelle?
I do. So
Okay.
we're getting Christmas ready. The trees will be going up this week. And I would like to invite all of you on Wednesday, the 18th from 6:30 in the morning to 9:30 in the morning. We will be serving our employee breakfast that morning. And then we do it again that evening.
What are the times, Janelle?
Let me get the evening times. I should have done that. Hold on.
Paula and I represented last year, didn't
We
we?
did. I won't be there in the morning, but I'll be there in the night now.
Aw.
It's from 4 to 6 p.m.
And what's the morning time? I missed it.
6:30 to 9:30 a.m.
Thank you.
And that's in the cafe. The staff come through the cafe.
The 18th.
It's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun last
We
year.
did have fun last year.
did.
Yes, we did.
And then I'll just do a quick update on construction. 3 North and 3 Center are moving along. We expect to be the 90% complete within the next few weeks. And that's when we would submit paperwork to IDPH indicating that we're at the 90% completion for those 2 units. So moving along.
That's great. Well, I'm assuming there's no tours right now till you're out of the COVID. So I know we have some new board
again,
members
it's
that would love
one-
to see, but you have to let us know when that's safe to do.
Right. It's just on 1 unit. So the 1 unit's on quarantine. We wait until we have clear rounds of testing before we go back to allowing communal activities and communal dining.
I'm thinking next year.
No, we keep hitting that mark. So
Yeah.
I expect we'll get there soon.
I know. I'd love to come see all the work that's been done there too. So.
Yep, absolutely.
2025. Thank you so much, Janelle. I really hope.
Absolutely.
Michael, Member Childers, you have a question?
Yeah, was that the 18th or the 19th for the breakfast?
Wednesday, the 18th.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right. Thank you. And now we've
Thank
got
you.
community services update. Mary Keating, who's not here. Do you have anything, Gina? No? Okay, that's a fast report. Okay. Is there any old business to discuss? Member to start.
I know that we never have any public comment, but you skipped public comment and I just want
Oh,
to make
thank you
everything
for letting me know that.
officially official.
Is there any public comment?
No public
I
comment.
assumed not, but.
Okay, no, but thank you for catching that. I appreciate that. I used to run this, but thank you. So any other thing other than old business? No? Any new business to discuss today? No? Okay, then without objection, we are adjourned.